What's up, Planeswalkers? Theoric 6'4", back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. I do, of course, hope you head over to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and helps support the show. Now today, we're playing some Ugly Angels. This is just a Goblin token deck that uses Divine Visitation. It's meant to be fun, yada yada yada. Let's get into the deck. 4 Hunted Witnesses and 3 Legions Landing. We do want to make sure we have some sort of play early game. This is kind of like an aggressive mid-range deck that happens to have some nice late game things. But Hunted Witness is very helpful early on at blocking or putting on pressure. And the token that you get from it has lifelink, which can help you out. Cough cough, mono red. Legion Landing very similarly gives you a token with lifelink, which is always nice. And it flips technically ramping us, which is, always good. And we can, if we flood out, we get to use the land for stuff. Our 2-drop slot, I'm going to move that over, is 9 total cards, 3 Tithe Takers, 3 Goblin Instigators, and 3 Lava Coils. Now, we do need some form of removal, and I decided that 3 Lava Coil is like the bare minimum that we want to have. You could replace this with something like a Lightning Strike if you want to have a little bit more reach and go to the Dome, but I decided the Lava Coil was just better off in this current meta, where things sometimes don't stay dead, and we want them to. The 3 Tithe Takers are just a really helpful card against, control mostly, but the fact that it's 2 bodies across 2 cards is really nice, because as long as it doesn't get exiled or something, then after a board wipe we're still going to have some semblance of a board, even if that is just 1 creature. And it works really nicely with Divine Visitation, because your opponents are going to be like, well, if I kill these, like this board of 2/1s, he's going to have at least 1 4/4. So some interesting things to think about. And then, of course, 3 Goblin Instigators. It's a Goblin. It makes the tokens go with Visitation, blah, 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 blah. 4 Krenko 10th Street Kingpins. I almost said hooligans. We're playing the deck to get this to work. We're going to have 4 of them. They die constantly. So you should never really have too many of these in your hand. It's a little unfortunate that it's so frail. I honestly would prefer if this card was like a 0/3 to start with, just because then it doesn't die to shocks as well as lightning strikes. But whatever, you kind of have to deal with it. But the fact of the matter is, it gets wide as hell, and it works really nicely with Divine Visitation. It also works really nicely with Angelic Exaltation, which I'll get to in just a moment. 3 Legion Warboss. It makes Goblin tokens. That's about it. And 4 Goblin Gathering. Now, some people have played like Sworn Companions in the Vampire one, but this is just like objectively better if you're playing red, which they are. So I was always confused as to why they went with those, the white options, and not the Gathering, because both of them make 2/1/1s. Yes, those other ones make lifelink creatures, but this makes more of them later on. I would rather have more goblins or angels later on than have lifelink, so that's why I went with this. 2 Angelic Exaltations. Now, the reason this works so nicely with Krenko is that you're going to get that number of goblins. And then the next time it attacks, might as well just attack with your Krenko, which will give you a lot of power from the number of goblins you have. And because that's giving you more power, it's also going to give you even more goblins. I think you can see where this is going. So you can just make a load of goblins, and it's fantabulous. Also, for what it's worth, it's only a 2-up, so it shouldn't be dead very often. 3 Heroic Reinforcements. We're playing a token deck. We're playing red-white. Like, how are you playing a token deck in red-white and not playing Heroic Reinforcements? It's just a card that gives a nice oomph to the deck. How many rares is this deck running? Like these. A decent number of rares, but not terrible ones, to be honest. Yeah. 3 Divine Visitation. Now, we're not running 4 of these because we are only running 23 lands. I had too many situations where I kind of felt flooded. So we're only running 3 of these. Hopefully that should be a sufficient number of times to get it here and there, but it's just a bonus, right? It's a win more card in that if you're making a ton of tokens, maybe you're technically winning more, but in my opinion, this is less of a win more card in this specific deck, because our tokens being a 1/1 versus a 4/4 with flying and vigilance is vastly different, right? So even if we have a board, like a huge board of 1/1s, those 1/1s can get swept up pretty easily, but the angels are a little harder to deal with. We also have 2 Finale to Glory. This card has put in some work, I feel. It's a great late game option if we do end up flooding. It can just make a bunch of 2/2s, which is fine, right? If you pay 4 for this, you're getting 4 you're getting 8 total stats worth of creatures for 4 mana, which is like on curve. Pay this for 1 more, you're getting extra value. Paying this for X equals what? 4? X equals 4? You're getting 4 total 2/2s for 6 mana, and that's pretty decent deal. So this card is pretty strong, and if you happen to have Divine Visitation, you're just getting 4/4 angels. Now, theoretically, there are situations where you could have X equals 10, but that would be more than half of our mana, so we would have to flood out real hard, but it's a thing that could happen theoretically. Now, of course, I also need to say, I'm using the M20 pre-order back because I have to flex on the haters. Now, I could have flexed to the camera, but I'm a pretty scrawny man. I'm a Twigman. I need to get some weights so that I can work out when I'm practicing the gameplay. Just like, yes, make these decisions. Got to make the in-game gains and make the IRL gains. I did play a few. I didn't play the number on the screen that you saw. I had to finish up the Singleton stuff. Singleton deck, the zombies did pretty well. Just at 4 colors now. And once again, I'm in unranked because I'm playing a meme deck. First game was against turn 1 white-blue land, turn 2 white-blue land concede. So Azorius Turbo concede. I really wish I had a white land. If I had a white land, I would keep the shit out of this hand. I might still keep it because I get this on turn 3. If I can get this on turn 3, that's pretty damn good. Put some greeds in the chat, boys. We're going greedy. Hello. Oh, another meme aficionado. Oh, the greed always gets you there, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going up against another meme deck, and I appreciate that. Cats versus goblins. One cute, one disgustingly ugly. I will. Will I block? No, I don't think I'll block. I'll take the 1 damage, it's fine. Let's attack them. And why not play that beforehand? Very strange. Very strange. I'd absolutely block this at this point. But I'd probably block this one instead of this one. My opponent has to have some sort of trick in their hand. Maybe I just don't care, right? Leave Krenko alone, please. No, you monster! Absolutely rude. Well, I have no way of getting rid of that on board. I'll go play this, I suppose. I mean, I would love to get our Divine Visitation soon. So I probably won't even block here, because I might be able to top deck a land and play out Visitation. This card does nothing. Just shh, it's okay. Uh-oh. Well, this seems quite the pickle. No blocks. Ow. Ripped my headphone out. What? Oh. Shoot. Well, we're gonna go ahead and bear witness. And pass turn. I absolutely will block the shit out of this. Yep. I assume my opponent has something, but we're still going to have 2 creatures. I don't know, maybe it's incorrect to quad block this, because I can flip Legion's Landing next turn to guarantee the Divine Visitation. So instead I could block here and block there, and not block here. I think that's actually correct. Because, you know, if they have tricks to save these, that's fine, because I still have the 3. I think this is just the correct thing to do. That's fine. Also fine. Obviously I don't love it, but... Well, now we kind of have just like chump block this all day long. I do need to flip this though. And I think I have to do Finale for 3. Man, that Tribunal. Not great. Not great. Opponent has 3 cards left, 2 cards left. Mentor, that's fine. Healer's Hawk, that's also fine. Okay, so I can kill the strays. That's an interesting line of play here. So I can kill the strays, and I'll take 8, which is not great. But I do have 2 lifelinky dudes. Just kind of worried about that. Oh, I can attack with just 1, though. Yeah, I can attack with just 1 and have a relatively large lifelink blocker. Yeah, so I think this is okay. Swole Af. I have this to block this. Oh, Legion Warboss. Well, I can't actually cast that. So let's see. I can attack with this and just play Visitation. Because I have plenty of blockers, theoretically. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this down. Attack with just this. Get some nice 5 lifelink back. Very helpful. Some chumps for this. Pridemate. Unfortunate, but sure. Unfortunate, but sure. Our second game was against Mono Red, and we somehow won that. I had a Lava Coil on a Steamkin, and the rest of the game was just me making more tokens than they could deal with. And I just blocked the crap out of them. And then our third game was against Grixis Control. We lost. I don't know how well you think a meme deck like this does against a turn 2 Thought Erasure, turn 3 Cry the Canarium, but not great. Not great. My board's probably going to get, like, decimated to hell. What the hell was that? Why? Okay, we'll just ignore that. I could turn 1 this. Turn 1, do nothing on turn 2. Turn 3. Yeah, I'll keep it. Turn 4. Interesting. What colors are you? For right now, you look mono black, which is fine. Finalities can definitely be an issue. Playcrafters mean nothing to me. As long as I have, you know, a sufficient number of tokens to chump with. So it's Golgari. Do I want to block that? Not really. I'd rather just attack. No, that's awkward. Ooh, Lava Coil makes this less awkward, especially since we have something to do on turn 2. Awesome. Cool, cool. Next turn I can play Krenko. War Shaman, sure. So this is a bit more of a graveyard-centric deck. And I know what they're drawing next turn, so these are the only 3 cards I have to worry about. That Lava Coil is nice, but I think we need a Krenko. I'll be very sad if Krenko dies, but cast Levi and all that. So I think the plan next turn is to just play Exaltation? I'm not sure. Another Shaman. Oof, I think my Krenko might just die, unfortunately. So they're working towards something, like, big in their hand, I think. Yeah, so unfortunately it looks like my Krenko's probably just going to die. So I can Exaltation, I get pretty much nothing out of that. Reinforcements. Maybe what I should do? What I could do is play Reinforcements now. And play Exaltation the following turn, so that my Krenko is larger. I'm a bit worried about whatever this last card is, because they have to be working towards something, right? Like, they've been putting lands on top of their deck. Yeah. Would I attack with anyone? I mean, I could attack with a 3, so I just have Legion's landing flipped as well, but then, like, I assume they're just going to block all my stuff. Oh, I'm dumb, aren't I? Ooh, I'm dumb. I should have played this first and just passed the turn. Whoops, that's a dumb on my part. I am sorry for that, everyone. Yeah, damn, that was stupid. I should have done this first. I don't know why I didn't. Let's see what you have for 5. Molder Hulk or something? That costs 7, right? Or no, is it 7 black green? Or 5 black green? I think it's 7 black green. Yeah, I'm not blocking that. Sure, water with water. Find? Find wouldn't make any sense, because Finale is just better against this type of deck. I'm very confused. Are you really casting Find? There's no way that's correct. So I think I do play Exaltation. How big would this get? It's plus X, where X is the total number. So it would be plus 4, so this would be a 5, 6? 5, 6, and still just get chumped by that, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe that's fine. Just attack with this with 5/5. Sure. The following turn, I can Lava Coil the Midnight Reaper. Yeah, I can Lava Coil the Midnight Reaper. Cool. So I still have Perfecto Informacion. Yep. They were looking for Molderhawk. They do have Command the Dreadhorde, interestingly. Or, well, they have Molderhawk. They weren't looking for it. Sure. Seasons don't fear the Reaper. Heroic Reinforcements is pretty nice to see. You can F off. I can do one of these. So, this is 2, 4, 5, so this becomes a 7-something creature. I don't know why you're saying good game. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think I was dead there. I was probably only going to attack with the Krenko, but sure. I guess Ugly Angels is doing all right. So, I'm gonna go to some questions. We're gonna do enigmas last. Glowing Cat Shark asks, "What is your absolute least?" I think Abigail's cooking. What is your absolute least favorite psychology myth? I really hate. Man, there's so many. I think the one I hate the most is like when people think that just because you study psychology, you're going to become a therapist. I don't give a shit about helping people with their damn problems. I do when they're my friends. I like helping my friends, but general populace, fuck off. Go to someone who does care. I am just a research psychologist doing research for fun. That's like, I guess my most hated one. The other one is like the random personality test and shit. Like the only like personality quota type thing that has a ton of support behind it, and even that, like, there's a lot of debate on to what extent the numbers are is Big 5. But like fucking Migsbriar, nonsense. Others that I'm sure people know about, nonsense. I just fucking hate it. Opponent? I don't have to worry about being connected to the internet anymore. My Ethernet power adapter has worked wonders. So I guess they're a little indisposed at the moment. Just being here. Oh, by the way, there was like arena update type thing. They're changing how you get the stained glass rewards and the free thing. It caps out at 10 wins now instead of 15, so it's going to be a lot. it's going to be less of a grind. It's going to make it feel less bad to try and get them. They also fixed the sound bug. I haven't heard it today, which is all I played so far, after the announcement, but hasn't been an issue. There's the $50 bundle for M20, which honestly I think the bundles are pretty reasonable. Obviously, like they're still $50, but for a thing, I think they're relatively reasonable so far. The previous bundle meant that I bought significantly fewer. We're gonna go and play this. I bought significantly fewer general packs of War of the Spark because of that bundle. So I guess this is mono blue, just looking for love. Or is this like, is it Drake's? Oh my goodness gosh. So this is why I prefer this in the deck. Ooh-wee. No, it's mono blue. All right, good Lava Coil, and a card to cast alongside. Deck, you just don't disappoint. Just die. Train Conductor says, I play a mono-red Goblin deck with Cavalcade of Calamity. Does that still make me scum? First of all, in this Discord channel, people are only allowed to ask questions. They're not allowed to answer. But you can respond to things via the little, like, reaction things. I think I just keep swinging. Yeah, I think I just keep swinging. Sure. Let's hope they don't have a Spell Pierce. No! Oh, I'm so stupid. I should have done this first. Oh, if they have a Spell Pierce, so punished. Okay, they didn't. Okay, good. Oh, I would have felt so dumb if they had a frackin' Spell Pierce. All right. So some people said yes, some people said no, and some people did Theuric's Help. I would say that no, it's not. It does not make you scum. I can block that. I will block that. I'm not going to give you a card. I'm just going to attack you for 6 and put you to 5. Unless you have a... Right. I mean, I'm still going to fucking smork, though. Smork money every day? I don't know. Smork red every day. You're mono blue. You don't have board wipes. He says, expecting a board wipe. Yeah, draw your card. See if I give a shit. Look at my board. Look at my board of boys. Oh my gosh. You better find something, friend. You're looking, I see you're looking for it. You're gonna attack with just the one because you need a blocker, but you also need a lot more. You need four things to die. Or 4 creatures. And I'm gonna go on a limb and say you can't produce that in 3 cards. Shit, there are 4 cards. You could have a bunch of 1-drops. That's a 1-drop. Oh, actually, you need 4 total. Oh my goodness god. I assume this gets countered, but, I mean, if this gets countered, you're dead. I mean, they're dead anyway, but... Gotta go full Savage mode on them. Ooh, Savage mode achieved. Wait. Savage mode not achieved? Oh, they're gonna... Like, sure. Have fun with that. You are still incredibly dead. Just another day, goblins. Who does not love some gobbos? Alright, who's next? Jester asks, what are the best budget decks on Arena? My assumption is mono red aggro and Urfolk? I guess. Mono blue I think is relatively cheap, but yeah. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 seems good to me. Let me play it. Cool. Next up is someone who apparently their name is pronounced K-Iles, unless they don't understand how phonetics work. Why is your French and more specifically... Wait, why is your French, and more specifically this super racist French accent, so bad? French lessons... Fucking what? I can give you some quick French lessons someday as a French person. Please. This hurts so bad. Keep up the good work. So here's the thing. I've had more French people tell me that my French accent was fine than people who said nah. I think I'm just gonna pass here. Ah, shit. This is gonna die, isn't it? Damn it, damn it, damn it. That's fine, I guess. I assume they're gonna attack me. Like, they'll kill this next turn with that the damage thing. Then they'll attack with this. Then I can play reinforcements, flip this, attack for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, you know what? No attack. I think that's fine. You know, if they do end up killing Krenko, that's stuff that they're doing instead of, like, developing their board more, so I'm okay with that. Yep. Exactly as I drew it up. Yep, yep. Get your scry on, don't care. And then last, but certainly not least, is Enigma's question. What is your favorite card from each color pairing? I excluded 4 colors because there's only like 2 options for each 4 color, so it's not really a point in doing that. And I will have links to all of the cards I'm talking about in the description. Oh, interesting. Attack me. Do it. Do it. Do it, coward. Do it. Do it. Coward. My opponent's a dirty coward. Oh, I was going to say I need another white land. Got it coming up right here. We're smorking. We smork all day. We smork all day. All night long. All night. Come on. Come on. Take me to combat. Take me to church. Flip this, play this, next turn get 4 2/2s, keep on swinging. And the dudes keep swinging, and, well, I guess this is more females. So the ladies keep swinging, and swinging. Correct block. Yeah, whatever. For white-blue, my favorite card is Judge's Familiar. I played this for a long time in Modern Death and Taxes. I just love the FNM promo art. I have 4 of them because I play them in Death and Taxes, and I love this art. Judge Familiar, so easy. I fucking love that card. What are you playing? Magic? Sure, I don't care. Sure. You're gonna try and race me, friend? Looks like this palo here wants to race. Alright. We'll see about that. Well, it'd be great if I wasn't drawing more land, but, you know. I am going to get 4 2/2s. The flood is real! Yeah, it's fine. For white-black, it was actually really hard. Because, you know, white-black, like, my favorite color. So, I couldn't choose. So, Obsidian Ghost Council, I played this in Standard, and I freaking loved it. Vindicate, it is literally just a card that says destroy a thing. It's almost perfect. And, of course, Wayward Servant. Like, fucking... love this card. Freaking Amonkhet Zombie, it's great. Let's see. So, definitely need to block both of these. But I don't need to block this. They have this. They have 1 blocker. They have one open mana. There's nothing in that deck for 1 mana that can kill me, right? It would have to deal 4 damage. This doesn't trample. No, this doesn't trample. Is there a red card that gives trample for 1 mana? I don't think so. So I think this is just the correct block here. Adonto Vanguard's going to have to die. Like, they can't take that 4, yeah. Then I should have them down on the crackback. Well, I'll cast this first. No, because I want to be able to make a token just in case this goes south. But this should be lethal, right? Like, they block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's only 6. Shit. Still, these have freaking vigilance, so I'm totally fine with this. Uh-oh. Didn't expect that. Okay, so I will still have him around. And I guess I would rather play Tithe Taker. Well, this makes a lifelinker. But I can block with Tithe Taker and still have a creature on board. Yeah, I think I'll do this. Oh, right, I'm stupid. I had to do that for the... Oh, no, right, I fucking two. I actually should have not done that, because if my opponent had a removal spell, it would have been pretty bad for me. Yeah, so that was a mistake. I should have used a Danto, because the flash lifelink could have mattered. Because then I could have blocked this, and I would have taken 4, but I would have gained 1, so I'd be at 1. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. And we're gonna keep going, even though I probably should stop. But we're gonna keep going because I still have more cards to talk about. I'm going to try and say them faster though. Blue black, easily Scarab God. I know a lot of people hate that card, but it's a zombie. It's a value engine. I freaking love it. Blue red, 1,000 Year Storm. I'm not interested in blue red for the most part, but 1,000 Year Storm is actually pretty cool. Black red. Look, I have a Scorpion God EDH deck, and I love it. So it is Scorpion God, but I had to give a shout out to Angrath, Flame Chained. You ever see water burn? So this is fine because we're just going to Tithe Taker the crap out of my opponent. Black green, another one that was really hard, but I did decide on Get Rug Monster. There's a lot of cool cards from this go around. I love Abrupt Decay, that's old. But I really like Molder Hulk. I really like Pirate Vraska. What is your damn name? Underarm Lich. Freaking love those cards. Red green was another one that was kind of hard. I went with Decimate. Alright. Sure. I would like to draw some, more cards, but whatever. I went with Decimate. Gruul, Rage Beast, another one of the... Yeah, you can't activate that, friend. Right? Activates as well? Yeah. I really like Gruul, Rage Beast. I really like Rhythm of the Wild. But Decimate is just a fun card in EDH. I'm just like, I'm going to blow up that, and that. It's great. Oh no, it's a Steam King. How dare you? Yes. You will suffer. Do I smork in with both? No, I'll definitely smork in with this. I guess I'll just leave Tithe Taker up. Oh, well, I don't care. I was like, oh, my opponent could have Chain Roller. And I was like, right. I have creatures after the Chain Roller. Red-White, a Johnny Vengeance. That was my first Planeswalker. I love the abilities on it. I think it's like a fantastically designed Planeswalker. It was my first Mythic, I think, too. Absolutely a Johnny Vengeance. Green-White, as another one of my favorite playstyles, was also hard. I decided to go with Dramoka's Command, because I love that in Modern. And more kind of higher up on the tier list is Lockstone Smiter. That card is... Oh, you're going to light up the stage? Okay. Sure, Runaway Sinkin, yeah. Run away, I don't care. Do you have a land? I assume you have a land. Friendo? Okay. And then I assume, yep, they're gonna hit me on the face. You should not attack me. Yeah. So I have a really awesome reinforcements here. But plays into the Chain Whirler just a bit too much for my liking. Alternatively, I can play Finale of Glory for 2. Or... Because I want to attack, but at the same time I probably shouldn't. So I think I just play Tithe Taker. Do I just play Tithe Taker? That, like, gives me the best oomph with the Heroic Reinforcements. Although I guess it's probably just correct to play this for 2. Yeah, I think it's just correct to play this for 2. Vigilance creatures that are going to survive the Chain Whirler, they're going to be 3/3s with Vigilance on the following turn, so I think that's correct. But yeah, Lockstone Smiter can't be countered. Has the discard clause. It is literally a 4-mana, or a 3-mana 4/4. I love it. Simic, blue-green. Unexpected results. Literally every EDH deck that I have that runs blue-green has unexpected results in it. That is how much I love that card. Even if it's completely nonsensical. Okay, so I have the boys are back in town. Not another chain. Okay. I was finna be mad. Well, they should play Firebrand and kill one of my 2/2s. Yeah, this game is probably going to end in a loss, but who cares? For Bants, green, white, blue, my favorite is actually Guildspire Avenger, a card that not many people know about. It's just a card that, it's a 3-mana 2/2 that has Exalted, which is always nice. And it can tap to destroy a target creature that dealt damage to you this turn. He's an Avenger. You hit me, I kill you. As simple as that. I'm just going to let my opponent whack themselves off for a bit. For Esper, it's actually Aethersworn Page. I just like things that you can... It's a choose effect, but it's at the beginning of your upkeep. So it's just fun. You can gain 2, you can look at the top, or you can just have everyone lose a life. I just like the card. It's a simple design that I just like. I guess I would rather have a more defensive game plan. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm dumb. I messed that up. Oh, why? I didn't see the Firebrand. Oh, shit. Why did no one tell me? Damn. Alright, we're in a bad spot. For what it's worth, I'm pretty sure we're losing this game, no matter what. For Grixis, it's obvious. Nigga Bullet, but which one? God Pharaoh. I don't know why. I just love God Pharaoh. It's so good. I will say Croesus the Purger is another creature that I really enjoy. No, I'm not gonna block this. Especially the new art. I just like the card. It's cool. It's like an homage to Bolas, to the OG Bolas. Chain Roller, well, you can go yourself. For Jund, it's a Violent Ultimatum. Something that just says blow up 3 things, I love it. For Naya, I have a Mael EDH deck. And I love Mael. But whatever. I'm like throwing this game, I don't care. But Mael is just a vehicle for my true favorite card, Godsire. I love Godsire. For Jeskai, it was really hard. Oh, interesting. Okay, I can do this for 4. Doesn't really help me, but whatever. Jeskai was hard because I don't really care about that color combination, like, at all. But I went with Lightning Angel because it was a cool creature, I guess? Oh, fuck. For Mardu is Kalia. Oh, just, you know what? I'm just gonna say, fuck off. Well, I didn't lose much in this endeavor, but I did lose to a fully competitive mono red deck. So stuff happens, I suppose. Let's go to packs. Buy a pack. Yeah, Kalia just gives us the sweet Angels, Demons, Dragons, Oh My. Want to go talk about these things? For Abzan, it's Siege Rhino. Period. I love that card. For Sultai, it's very obviously Muldrotha. And last but not least is, what the hell is that color combination? Teamer. That is Riku of 2 Reflections. But let's talk real quick about the sideboard options that I thought of. So Sheltering Light is nice if you... Did it again. If you want to protect your Krenko from destroy effects. However, there are several like non-destroy effects in the format. I mean, we saw one with the Conclave Tribunal, so I just felt that it wasn't great. The Scry is helpful, but meh. Salmon Sprint is actually really nice with Krenko because you can play it on turn 4 and then use Salmon Sprint to not only give it more power, but give it haste so you get that immediate bonus. And the fact that it has Scry means you can set up for your next turn a lot better. This is one of those cards that, upon further reflection, I might actually want to try and slot in somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure. Lightning Strike, as I said in the main deck, I felt that Lava Coil was just better. Justice Strike is a cool card with fantastic art, but I just don't care about it. Treasure Map, I didn't think that I would have enough mana in this deck, so I did consider Treasure Map in the build of the deck, but in the end, I didn't have enough of that high end for me to warrant playing Treasure Map. I would say that you could try and make this a little bit more, so this is a bit aggressive of a mid-range deck, but you can make it a bit more control-y of a mid-range deck, and have Salmon Sprint, where you're just trying to burst out Krenko. You have more removal spells, you have things like Treasure Map, you have a full playset of the Finale. You know, you can do like that, and I think that's probably a legitimate option to do, especially in unranked, where you're going to be facing a lot of nonsense aggro decks anyway. Here's your Benalia. It makes tokens, which is nice, but that wasn't the focus of the deck, and I was like, eh. Prison Realm. It's removal, but it only hits creatures or planeswalkers. I am much more likely to play Conclave Tribunal. We're making tokens anyway, so we're going to be able to play them for pretty cheap, and it can get rid of anything, which is always nice. Sworn Companions, as well as Loyal Queens something? I don't, who cares? The Vampire one. As I talked about, and as you saw, I just prefer the Goblins because I make more of them. Screw the lifelink. Unbreakable Formation, another one of these cards that can definitely save you from a board wipe. This is something that you probably want in the sideboard, I would say, and it can come in handy. For what it's worth, you cast it during your turn, you get +1/+1 counters on your creatures. That's nice, I suppose. Leonin War Leader, I would say if you're going a bit more of the controlling mid-range deck, I think Leonin War Leader is probably worth running. Because 1, it gains you life. 2, it's a sizable body for the turn it comes down. And it does get lifelink, which is, you know, always nice. Southern Tithe and Pirate's Pillage. I was not sure that I would have a sufficient amount of mana. I think I'm fine. I don't think these are necessary at all. Samet, very similar to Samet Sprint, except that it just gives all our creatures haste, which is nice. I don't know if it's good enough to run. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But I was like, I didn't want to run it and be wrong. Also, I don't like the way Samet looks. At least this art. She looks fine in like Samet Sprint, but something about her here looks wrong. Her swords are cool though. Parhelion, look, I keep trying to fit this in decks. It just doesn't work, okay? I might try like just a straight up Angel Tribal deck that runs Parhelion, and like I'm definitely gonna run it. But for now, it's too expensive. I mean, that was that. I would like to, of course, thank my lovely patrons, especially Salamander, Croft, Zin, and Rexel, for the continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the channel, you find links to that down in the description below. Or, you know, go ahead and press that channel button and join the Phyrexians. What words? Yep. Yeah, totally. In the description below, you'll find, 1, links to all of my favorite cards and the color combinations. As well, you know what? I'm also going to put the monocolored cards in there for those of you who are curious about the monocolored cards. And maybe I'll do Artifact and 5 color. Sure. Who cares? I'm just making more work for myself. You'll also find links to my Anthrop account, where I host all my deck lists, including this one, and links to the Discord, where we can chat, and you can ask me silly questions about my French. And we can play games. Words are hard. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, cast a comment to the comment section down below, pass the turn and the video to some of your friends, and of course, until next time, I will be one.